How to create a reminder email sequence for a date-based event. So for example, maybe you're running a free webinar and that webinar is running live on a particular date and time. So you want to make sure that everyone who's registered for that is receiving emails running up to the event. Maybe you want to have a 10 days to go, a 15 days to go, 7 days to go, 3 hours to go, all of that kind of stuff. I'm going to show you how to do that. So whether this is an in-person event, I'm going to do an example here as a free webinar. This whole process works exactly the same. Basically, all we have to do is tell the system what date and time this particular event is happening, and then all of the emails and or text messages that we send thereafter can be set to before or after that particular event date. Now, our trigger could be a number of different things depending on whether this is something that you're selling. The trigger would be, that it is a payment received. If you're selling something, it might be that a form has been submitted if it's simply registering for a free webinar, which will be my example today. So make sure that you've chosen the right kind of trigger based on whatever it is that your event relates to. I am going to make this a free webinar example. So these people have most likely registered by submitting a form, by filling in a form for registration. So I'm going to type in form submitted. Now, obviously you have to have already made the opt-in form for them to join this free webinar or this free thing. I am just going to pick a random one from my demo account here. So the form is and you're going to go and find the webinar registration form, for example. I'm just going to pick anything random here just for the sake of demonstration. But basically, this is going to be the webinar registration form has been submitted. Okay. Now, the next thing is, as usual, you're going to want to make sure that you've tagged them. Tags that I always add if somebody's opted into something, as you probably know by now, is mailing list. Make sure you always tag anyone who's opted in so that they go on your mailing list. Number one important thing. Also make sure that you add them as a contact, but I'm going to also just make sure as well that they are moved to the opportunity stage in my customer pipeline. If you've created a customer journey, I've got my Sarah's customer journey in here. This person, this is a free webinar, so they're likely to only be a lead at this stage. The opportunity name is the contact's full name. The opportunity source, where they came from, their attribution. I acquired them from the first URL. They're worth about $1,500 to me, and their status is still open in terms of the sales status because I haven't yet sold them anything. These people are coming in for a free webinar, so they're just a lead. Let's press save. Okay, now we are going to tell the system what date our event is running. So let's press add an action and type in, no, it's not date, apologies, it's event. Okay, we're going to type in event. And you will find under the action section, set the event start date. This is us telling the system exactly when our thing is running, that we want to send our emails and our SMSs around. So we're going to choose a specific date and time. And let's pretend that my webinar is running on the 26th of February at, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Okay, for some reason we can't edit that right now. 1 p.m. Okay, we're going to do 1 p.m. Nice. All right, let's press save. Now, I always change this note to self in the thing here. So I'm going to say event start date, and that's going to be 26th of Feb, and then obviously set the time. It's going to be 1 p.m. on here at the moment. Sorry, I had a little bit of a disturbance there, so I had to press pause. Right, so we set out a date, time. So this is us telling the system, hey, TekMatix, this is when my free webinar is happening. Now that our workflow knows when our free webinar is happening, now we can actually go in and set our emails around this. So for instance, we could literally say, let's do an email, send an email. And this one, we're just going to send straight away. All right, we're just going to say this is going to be our welcome email. So, of course, make sure in templates you've built a really nice welcome email. That's going to be, congratulations on joining the XYZ webinar. There we go. There's a live webinar confirmation email I made earlier. It doesn't have much in there, but you get the point. You're going to need to go in and edit this and actually say, welcome to the XYZ webinar. Thank you for registering. Here's the dates and times. Here's the Zoom link. Here's anything you might need to prepare or watch before you come along. But that first email is going to go straight away. Okay, so let's press save. And again, note to self, that's just going to be the registration confirmation. Okay, save. That is going to go as soon as somebody registers. All of this stuff is going to happen straight away. Now, we're going to want to now put a wait step so that we only send the next email at a certain period of time prior to the event coming up. Let's do our first reminder. We're going to add an action and add a wait step. And this wait step might be, I don't know, let's wait until 7 days before. Okay, 7 days before the event takes place. So instead of choosing a time delay, we're going to select the event time. Okay, so we're saying to the system, the event time, which we've already told it is going to be, in this case, the 26th of February. We're going to wait until before and 7 days. So 7 days before the event. See, that makes sense? Now, the next thing we want to check is this blue bottom one here that says skip all outbound communications until the next wait or next start date. This is what happens if we've already passed that date. Okay, we want to make sure that they skip all of the reminders, because if they don't join until 2 days before, they don't want the 7 days before reminder. So basically what I'm saying is it's best to just turn this one on, okay? And that means that they are not going to get all of the reminders. Now, to be fair, I do normally like to move this first welcome email above the date. So they've registered, they get their tags, they get their initial welcome email, then we're going to put the date. Okay, now we're going to wait until 7 days before, and now we're going to send a 7 days to go reminder email. Okay, we're not doing a wait step, we're doing an email. So we're going to do email, send an email. Now, of course, beforehand, you have gone into your templates and you've created an email for 7 days to go. Yeah. So I'm just going to type in this live webinar confirmation one and pretend that is my 7 days to go email. Okay. Save. Boom. There we go. And then we might have another wait step. Let's do one like with 3 days to go. We're going to add a wait step. Wait for the event date and time, and 3 days before the event. And skip all outbound communication if that date has already passed. Okay, 3 days to go. Save. Okay, and then we're going to send another email. So I'm just going to press copy action, copy to here, and change this email to 3 days to go. And of course, make sure I change my template to the actual email that contains the content saying there's 3 days to go. Save. You get the point. So now this is going to wait, and you can keep doing this. You can wait until 1 hour to go. For instance, we might even have another wait step here where we wait until the time and event, and we're going to wait until 1 hour before the event. Okay. And this one might even be an SMS. So if you've got a phone number connected, let's type in send an SMS. And I do find that hi, with SMSs, you do get a higher open rate. So don't take advantage of this, but hi contact person line, the XYZ webinar is about to start. Here's the link. Okay, and then put the Zoom link in there. Okay. And always make sure you say who it's from. They're not going to have your phone number saved, okay? Save as. And I know I spelled my name wrong, that's fine. Okay, we've got an SMS with 1 hour to go. Now, here's what you're going to do again. Save as. You might wait until after the webinar has taken place. So event time, and we're going to change this one to after. And maybe we're going to do wait until 3 hours after the event. Ooh, save. Put a note in here. 3 hours after. Don't forget to include the actual time of delivering your workshop, right? And we might then send another email saying, how was it? How did you find it? Would you like to buy the thing that I mentioned at the end? Or you might just like to send a review request. Let's send an email with a review request. But I would also be adding here my upsells and reminders. Would you like to book an appointment? At the end of that call, we talked about my Legends Lab Academy. Here's the link to that again. Here's links to the resources we discussed in the webinar, whatever it might be. Then you're going to press save and publish, and boom, you now have yourself a date-based reminder email or a date-based triggered email sequence where you can send communication before and after the event based on the specific event time that's taking place. How good is that? If you need any help with date-based workflows, you've got your live chat in here, and you can also book a call with one of our tech experts from just $50 to help get it done for you. But this is really going to help you put all of your events on autopilot going forward. Happy teching.